Welcome to the Brent Miller Voice Show with my friends, the composers, Jay and Michael. You may know them as Jay Vincent and Michael KRAMER.
Hey.
that was your cue.
Oh, really? No. Yeah.
To say hi, you know.
Hi!
Yeah.
I'm still starstruck. I'm talking to Zane. It's still weird for me.
I don't know about that. I'm Brent. Zane is the popular one. I'm just, yeah. Props to you. You guys are seriously awesome.
Thank you, sir.
He's got a YouTube channel. It is
Jay Vincent Music.
He just got a YouTube channel, so go flood him. It's
KRAMER Composer.
Okay, I'll put that info below. Favorite ninja?
I'd have to say Jay.
Jay? You like the funny one?
Yeah, he's such a dork, and I'm a dork, so I have a soft spot for him. He's awkward around girls, and
He kind of stole my answer, but like
You both like Jay the best?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not just because of the name thing.
but number 2 for me is Zane. I'm not just saying that.
Okay.
I love your character.
I'll accept that. I'll accept that one. Thank you. Do you have a favorite piece you've done for the show?
From like a sentimental perspective, with me, it's still the final battle, because we believe that was the last episode. We believe that was the last scene. So we kind of got together at the studio and spent all day, and it was pretty emotionally exhausting, because we were like, okay, we're gonna leave all of our bag of tricks out on the table, because that's gonna be it. So it was pretty cathartic like that.
It's really a tie for me with your death scene and actually the opening sequence for season 8, which y'all haven't seen yet, which I worked on, which I'm incredibly excited about.
Your favorite types of scenes to write for?
Montage, absolutely.
It was like montage, KRAMER.
You don't want to do the montage?
No, it's not that I don't want to do it. It's just that I know he loves doing them so much.
Why do you like to do
they're
a montage,
always so
man?
fun that it's like, that's the thing too. It's like we're usually not greedy about cues. So if we see as soon as like, dude, man, that's all you. We support,
you know each other's gifts.
We support each other in that way. Yeah.
There's something about a montage where it's like a compression of time that music glues everything together, and it has to be like one train that's going in the same direction and like has continuity, but still like hits all these things at the same time. So it's always a challenge, but I love it.
Season 2 soundtrack. It's on iTunes and Spotify and everywhere. If you, I think it's the opening track. It's called Day Jobs. It's a previously unreleased track. That was a classic KRAMER montage that was written for the opening episode of season 2, where all the ninja get day jobs to record their ridiculous penthouse. And it was mostly, for just some reason, cut from the episode. Mm-hmm. But if you have that episode, if you have it on DVD or Netflix and stuff, you can like sort of play them at the same time, and you can kind of see the way that it was intended to go. It's really, really funny.
How'd you guys get hooked up with Ninjago?
There was this very kind of cryptic email that I got. It was kind of like a cattle call for different composers. And it was very secretive. It says, okay, this is a TV series. It's animated. It's from one of the world's biggest toy companies. It's kung fu. It's like martial arts, good versus evil adventure. It's like, okay, like how are we gonna do this and stuff? And you have to act really, really quickly and stuff. So we had these, we had these tracks lying around because we had been collaborating and stuff. I had some great stuff from him. Called him on the freeway, and it was like,
there's this crazy post. Do you have any Asian action music? And the crazy thing is that literally the week before, I'd gotten some new drum samples. So whenever I get new sounds, I test them out. So I just wrote this track like at midnight in my underwear. It was like nothing. It was just like a random track.
Because that's what composers do.
Yeah.
What kind of underwear were you wearing?
Excuse me, I don't know you well enough to say that.
What work are you guys most proud of?
And the ending scene with Zane's sacrifice was a big moment, just because, and then not just that, but the funeral afterwards, and then the snow, and then kind of like the resurrection scene. That whole like 7 minutes was probably the most. I mean, it definitely put the audience through the most, emotion. It's okay, man. It's okay. It put the audience through the most emotionally.
I'm okay.
But it allowed us to bring back like the Ninjago theme on a cello solo. When Zane has that flashback, his life is before his eyes, we get to bring back the montage of him and his dad when he turns on his memory switch.
Right.
And that was a piece that people seemed to really connect with. So we got to bring that back. We got to bring back the Ninjago theme. We got to bring back some of the favorite kind of emotional moments from the past.
That episode that I did that. Hello, my baby. That one. Did you guys then do music to what I did in the studio?
Yeah, I think I did that one. That I just tried to be as weird as possible. So it's like banjo,
there's
and kazoo, and
things going off in the I mean, that's an old song, but it was it was well done. People talk about that all the time with me. Process of writing.
When we start a new season, we map out all the major themes, all the major story arcs, and we write all the new themes for that season. And then when it comes down to each individual episode, what we'll do is we'll sit down, we'll do a spotting session, usually with the director for that episode. And that's just basically going over like what music goes where, what themes goes where, and what emotions do we want to hit here, 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 and here. And then we figure out, you take that cue, I'll take this cue, we divide and conquer.
So
and
you
then
work
we hit the
you work
road.
separate, but then you come together for. Do you get in each other's work? Like, do you say, yeah, I think you should have done this there?
Not as much anymore. I mean, the thing is that we've been working together for so long that we can almost finish each other's musical sentences.
Right.
Like, I think that if we were to both do the same scene independently of each other and didn't know what each other did, it would end up sounding very similar.
That's cool.
At the very beginning, when we did the pilot episode, like we just had this thing where like I would weigh in on his cues, he would weigh in on my cues and stuff. So like he would read my thing as like, yeah, I see what you're trying to do with all that pan-diatonicism and stuff, but we really should just make it more clear cut. And then I listen to his thing is like, dude,
pan-diatonicism.
yeah,
That's exactly
and then I
what
listen
I
to
was
his cue,
thinking.
I'm like, dude, that sounds way too Spanish.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
You
like
always got me on being too Spanish.
So
What's
it's-
wrong with this?
so
Hey
it's-
man, you just offended all the Spanish people.
No.
Your
It was the
pan-diatonicism.
skeleton army. We already established a tonal language. Never mind.
The skeleton army. Whoa!
this is all-
The skeleton army is Spanish?
No, not anymore. Because we checked each other.
But they could have been.
Jay ruined it.
Little bit of flamenco action because it's kind of like a dance with the bones. Anyway.
All the Spanish people were like, yes, and then they're like, oh.
There's a trust that happens and stuff, and often it's like, I don't want to get up all in his scenes and stuff.
I wouldn't want to get up in the scenes knowing that he's also there in the scenes in his underwear.
That's right.
You're gonna release all the soundtracks of all the seasons.
Yes, it's in the works. We're compiling
Everything.
I mean, so 2, 3, and 4, and 5.
So 1 and 2
No,
were
3, 4, and 5. 3, 4, and
1
5.
and 2 are already out.
Yeah.
1 and 2 are already out, and they were put out by Varese Sarabande, which is probably, in terms of just our composer world, like the greatest honor of this entire process, because they're like the Criterion Collection of film music. They're real. They have very high standards. So the fact that they would look upon our music as worthy is just out of this world. And then I think that maybe we're doing something with our own publishers. But yeah, there's stuff for season 3, season 4, season 5, and then we'll probably tack on Nauticon's suite to season 5.
Budget was a little bit reduced for season 6, so we ended up doing less original music. So there's just a handful.
I mean, we still did the same thing. We still powwowed because it was this whole Arabian Nights. So we listened to a lot of Scheherazade by Rimsky-Korsakov,
Of course,
and a lot of Alan Menken's Aladdin.
Oh yeah,
Lots
of
Okay,
Aladdin.
I know Aladdin. He's cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we hang out. Basically, what you're saying in our world is, follow you guys on social media. You'll let them know.
Yes.
Do you compose everything on the keyboard, as I imagine, or are you bringing in instruments to work with too? So can we tie in your favorite instrument to that question as well?
Yeah. So one of the things that I love about the show is that every season, I figure out a new instrument to learn for that season. So for season 1, I learned this Chinese flute called a dizi, and season 2 is a bowed dulcimer. So every season there's a new instrument for the new characters.
I'm learning new words today. This is amazing.
But I love learning new instruments. That's my jam.
So, am I right though? You do it off a keyboard?
For the most part, like all the orchestra sounds, those are called samples, and they're like audio files in the computer that we trigger by playing the keyboard.
Yeah.
But then there's live solo instruments on top of them as well that I record.
Something that we started very early on in the season was this kind of the vocal element of a traditional taiko ensemble from Japan. And so you have these like chants, and you have a leader, and then you have everyone going ha, ha, and all that stuff. So like if you ever hear those things, we try to do it at the end of every season.
Is that you guys?
It's
all
us.
on?
It's us.
We got a bunch of people from Will Film and from Jam, the sound company, together, and we had like a
Sound
little,
like they're getting punched in the gut?
Yeah. That's right.
Oh no.
Pre-barf.
It's